All right, I got the rest of the meat I had to cut up. I cut some pork chops and steaks out of a couple of the roasts and stuff like that, and the ham steaks. And then I have 2 big tubs of the fat, the leaf lard and the back fat that I cut into strips and chunks here. They'll fit through the grinder, and I have all the meat I'm saving for sausage and brats and ground pork. Gonna grind them. I'm out here now. Gonna get the grinder set up here. I got the grinder out here, and I got the attachment for it there that goes in there. That's just the motor, but I'll set it all up here and start grinding. I'm gonna grind all of the ground pork and sausage first, and then when I get done doing them, I brought that blue tub out here and gonna grind that all into that. And then when I get done with that, then I'm gonna run all the fat, this lard through the grinder so I can take it inside and start rendering it down. And we're gonna grind it all up, get all that ready. So I'll get it set up here, and maybe I'll try to grab a little bit of footage of them grinding it up, but instead I'm just gonna run it right through the grinder and get it all ground up and take it inside, and we'll make sausage out of some of it, maybe make a few pounds of brats and ground pork and stuff. But all right, see, I got them just cut just in some strips here. They fit perfect right down inside that grinder. Makes it quick and easy. I just keep feeding it. These get stuck a little bit, just use the rod, heats it right up. Be some good sausage here, good brats too. Like I said, when I get done with this grinding the sausage here, I'm gonna switch over and grind the lard same way. But all this fat and this lard I'm gonna grind up, and it'll go in right into those grocery oven pans, and I'll take them inside and set them up and start rendering them down. This meat grinder is definitely a must-have if you want to process any of your own deer or pigs or cows. I mean, cows, anything you want to grind, it'll grind it. Bought this off of actually the guy that came down to help me process these 2 pigs. He had this and a sausage stuffer, same brand, Lem brand. They're a good brand. He was getting a new one, getting a bigger one, a bigger grinder and a bigger stuffer. This is a 0.35 horsepower, and the one he got is a full horse. It's a 1-horse meat grinder. And then I have a 15-pound sausage stuffer, and he went and bought a 30-pound sausage stuffer. So he was selling the old ones, and I really don't even remember the price I paid for this, but it was a fraction of the cost of going to buy out a brand new one, and it's a well-kept machine. And it works like a champ. But, like I said, I'm just grinding it up. And I'm going to do the same thing with the fat or the lard here. Just figured I'd show you guys process here. Makes it pretty simple. And so that's why I come out here and pre-cut all these into strips. So it just feeds right down in there. Alright, I got all that sausage ground up. I pulled a few pieces out of there. I had enough fat in there. So I pulled some of them out. They had a little bit of meat, or a little bit of meat, but more fat. I threw in there because you want a good balance of fat and meat. So there's some good raw, just pure meat in there, and some fat pieces and some marble pieces. So I got them all ground up. So now I'm grinding up this fat. Like I said, I'm going right into that roaster pan there. I'm going to fill that about half full, or a little bit more than half full, and then switch over to the other one here. But it runs the same way. Just run it in there. Get stuck, just push it down in there. And of course, this has been out in the garage yesterday and today, and it's about 20, I think 26 degrees out here right now. It's been just below freezing. Like when you hang the pig and go to butcher them, you want it 38 degrees or 38 degrees Fahrenheit or colder, so you can get a good nice cool down on the meat before you butcher it. And that first day we brought them home, it was like 28 degrees, I believe, outside. The garage is sitting right at almost 30 degrees. So this fat's good and firm. It's not frozen, but it's definitely but it's firm. It is definitely firmed up. And that's about how you want it. So it's nice, you know, workable. Makes it easy to cut. Makes it easy to pick up and grind it. Runs right through the grinder. So I will grind this, keep grinding this, and then switch over to the other pan here, and then take these inside, and I'm going to start the roaster oven, get it going, start rendering this down, and then figure out how much of that sausage I'm going to use for sausage and how much we're going to use for ground pork, and if we're going to make any brats. Alright, show you a little bit of rendering that lard down. We got 20 pounds in this roaster oven. Just heat set on low, just let it render that down. Take a while, slow going process, but well worth the wait. I got another roaster oven over here sitting. But figure I'd close the video out by showing you how many pounds of meat we got. We had 83 pounds, 7 ounces of roast and pork butt and loins and chops and steaks and all that stuff. I had 43.14 pounds of ground pork. We ended up doing about 13 of that into ground pork, and then doing about 30 pounds of ground sausage is what we're going to make out of it. I got to get casings and stuff for that. I brought 40 pounds of lard in, and I still have some more out in the garage, but we have a total of about 126 and a half pounds of meat that we brought, that I got. And then total weight that I have accounted for would be 166 pounds, and that's with 40 pounds of lard. And then I gave some to the guy that helped me, and I weighed it. All our cuts are pretty close to being the same. They were all within a few ounces, so I'm kind of estimating what he got. I have 19 pounds that I know, about 19 pounds that he had, plus 2 pork bellies. And I have to weigh my pork bellies again. I remember which one of these numbers here was for the pork bellies, but I think they're about 5 pounds a piece. So he might have about say 29 pounds of meat, which would put us at his 19 pounds. That's 145 pounds of meat we got, and then all the lard after that. Out of 2 pigs, they weigh about 160 pounds is what I'm guessing, if you figure up with all the lard and meat and everything, about 80%. Figure about 80% of the meat, or 80% of the pig you're gonna get back in their meat. So it puts them about 160 pounds. And they say that's about how big they grow. They're American guinea hogs mixed with a Idaho pasture pig. So, but figured I'd show you this, guys. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you on the next one.